Coming at y'all Wednesday, October 29th. It's the Best Picks in DMV podcast. I'm your host, Gabriel Parise. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Email me at bestpicksindmv@yahoo.com. Make sure you do all that. Now go ahead and turn to my co-host, Ty. That's TJ Virgil.
What
no.
up,
I was saying, go ahead and turn Ty. Ty, turn to TJ. Not turn to my man Ty yet.
It's all good. What up, world? What up, world? Y'all know what it is. Another episode, Best Picks in the DMV podcast. We here for y'all. Hopefully y'all ready to tune in. Make sure y'all got y'all pen and pad ready to take some notes. You know what I mean? And let's get it.
Yes, sir. This is a very important week and big money weekend for so many reasons, but I'll get to that later. With that said, let me go ahead and introduce my producer / other co-host, Tyrone Virgil. He's actually the 420 Friendly podcast host. He's also the VMN creator, also got the Audio Alchemy podcast. Y'all might want to check all that out, but go ahead, Ty.
What's going on in the world? How y'all doing? Ty, I'm here. I'm high, like usual.
That's why we got that 420 Friendly rolling. We're going to get to that soon. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, we're about to start a new season, 420 Friendly podcast. We're about to start that up. Photography, podcasting, productions, whatever. You know, we here for it. Oh, also, New Hope Academy. Going to be live streaming their varsity basketball games.
Starting at school in PG County.
What a clap set, Ty. We need a round of applause for that.
Applause.
Yeah. That works too.
That worked.
Yeah. That worked.
Me and TJ will be on the announcing table for that. TJ's the play-by-play. I'm the color, so make sure you get down with that as well.
Exactly. Get down, baby. Y'all know.
You know.
But I forgot to mention, too, just by the way, the title of this podcast is NCAA Football Week 10 and NFL Week 9. We're almost officially halfway through the season, TJ. And in the NFL, that is.
Okay.
With only 4 or 5 regular college football weeks left of the regular season before we get to conference championships. So we're getting deep into the season. We can say that.
I love it.
Now, once again, right off the bat, make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's Best Picks in DMV. It's the most important to follow me on there. Like I said, I'm also on Facebook and TikTok. The official plays come out there. Those are official plays for weekday games, because for this podcast, we're going to give out the 4 weekend locks. That's 2 college football Saturday games, and then it could be 1 or 2 NFL games Sunday, or 1 and 2 Monday. We gave out a couple Monday nighters this year. We're 1-1 so far in the Monday nighters, but hopefully we improve in that. I'll let you know right now we didn't give out no Monday nighters this week, but
little sneak peek.
Mm-hmm. Right. All our action is Saturday and Sunday, and both early. I'll give you a hint to that.
Okay.
But right now on Instagram, the overall record definitely has to improve. It's 40-42, which is under 50%. Unfortunately, it's like a 48% clip. The NFL's going better. It's 19-15, which is a 55.8% clip. Okay. And then the overall record, combines 59-57, which is 50.8. That definitely has to improve, but it's not god-awful or nothing like that, but it definitely has to improve. And I feel like this is a great week to get it rolling with. So we're definitely going to get it rolling this week. Once again, the record for this podcast, though, so far in college football is 12-7, which is a 63.1% clip. And for the NFL, it's 9-7, which is a 56.2% clip. Remember, the goal is always to go above 56.5%, so we definitely got to get some of these percentages up. But the good news is the overall record so far on this podcast is 21-14, which is a 60% record. So we're above the goal, and that's always a good thing. We definitely got to get these parlays going a little better, but for right now, I'll take the overall record. Remember, TJ's a bull. Y'all got to know that. So sometimes he got these bull bursts that come out. I got to tame him down over here with this 420 stuff, if you know what I mean. But right now, he's a little excited. He knows the money's coming.
Exactly. I'm ready.
He really does. I know you do.
I know.
You saw that tie? I thought he was about to pop off at tie for some reason. Some brother fight. I didn't know what was happening. Happy my drink ain't dropped. You said some what though?
The Jolly Ranchers.
Mm-hmm. Jolly Ranchers.
We were just talking about that. But let me tell them what the agenda is. It's the same agenda as every week. Yep. Reviewing last week and see how we did. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to preview the 4 big games this week. And then we're going to get to TJ's favorite section in the world, the Paris Parlays.
Let's go.
Paris Parlays. Don't forget tomorrow. You talking about tomorrow's episode?
Oh, yeah. With that said, I do want to get to that as well. I definitely did want to mention that in the intro, and that's tomorrow. It might be on Friday officially because this is Wednesday, October 29th. So it might come out on Halloween, and that's actually the Breeders' Cup preview. We're going to have our guest horse expert back here.
Okay.
Horse expert.
So
let's go.
Big Mike.
He did well on the Kentucky Derby. I did well on the Belmont, I mean. Yeah, that it was unreal. So hopefully it goes well with this. I'm excited about it. I know a lot of people liked him on it last time.
Facts.
He's actually going to give out one NFL pick and one college football pick as well at the end of the show. Hopefully TJ's there. He's still 50-50. But hopefully the co-host is there. We're going to work something out to where he's going to be there. Trust me.
We got to pay him overtime.
Yes, sir. I know. Well, the past 3 weeks haven't been going so well, so he's not been getting paid enough right now. I ain't going to lie to y'all. But this week's definitely going to get him up. But overall this year,
we've been pretty good.
We've been satisfied. Same to with you, Ty. You've been satisfied this year?
Yeah.
I think we've done pretty well this year. It could have went better, of course, but
it can always go better.
You know that's the thing. It can always go better. You're really never satisfied, and that's the thing. You got to stay hungry as a better. But with that said, I was about to jump into the 4 games already. Let's review real fast how we did last week. The first game we had was USF -5.5 at Memphis. I thought this was the lock of the weekend, and this definitely cost us. But it was Memphis defeated the USF Bulls 34-31 after a fourth quarter comeback, stopping USF's 4-game winning streak. The Tigers scored 17 unanswered points in the final quarter, taking the lead on the touchdown pass from Brendan Lewis with 1:07 remaining and sealed the victory after a last-second field goal attempt by USF went wide. They blew it, TJ. I thought that game was in the bag. I even kind of stopped watching it, to be honest with you.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That was an awful way to start the weekend and disappointing, and it got worse. And this was also Brian Kelly's last game ever. This is back-to-back weeks we cheated. I mean, yeah, exactly. That we selected games where the coach got fired. The first was Oregon State.
Crazy.
I knew they were fighting for their life, and obviously it didn't go well. I didn't know that it was their last game. I ain't gonna lie, but that was crazy. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. But long story short, Texas A&M came into that game in the Baton Rouge favored by -2.5. They defeated LSU 49-25, securing their first win in Tiger Stadium since '94, like I mentioned. Quarterback Marshall Reed was a key factor, passing for 2 TDs and rushing for 2 more, while LSU couldn't match the Aggies' scoring. Despite some early special teams and defensive plays, the win kept Texas A&M undefeated in their college playoff hopes alive. And what's crazy was LSU had to lead that at half. They had to lead at half that game. But that final score was nuts. That's all I know.
It's been a lot of comeback victories as of late, too.
Right.
I don't like it.
And that made the college football week go a little bad. It was the first 0-2 week this whole year so far. We're 9 weeks through. I can't complain having one of them.
saying,
Hopefully you won
9 weeks
none
in
of
and
them.
you have your first 0-2 is
But hopefully we don't have no more with these
Yeah,
last
definitely not.
5
Knock on
weeks
wood,
left.
no more.
The overall record still 12-7 though for college football, and we're sitting at a 63.1% mark, which is unreal. So I'm not too mad at that, especially with South Florida doing what they did. They killed us that game. But the NFL we bounced back with. We did great. Chicago at Baltimore -6.5, and of course I got scared because Lamar Jackson said screw it on Saturday. But remember, the line stayed at 2.5, which made me feel confident enough not to only still like our bet, but to give it out still on my official Instagram plays at -2.5, which I did. The Baltimore Ravens defeated the Bears 30-16, snapping Chicago's 4-game winning streak. Key moments included the Ravens' defense intercepting Bears quarterback Caleb Williams in the fourth and Derrick Henry scoring 2 rushing TDs. Despite a strong start, the Bears struggled to score touchdowns in the red zone and committed multiple penalties.
yes.
I told you that boy King Henry was rolling. I thought he'd have another good one. I didn't really expect too much through there anyways. I thought they'd get it done on the ground. So that Lamar injury wasn't the worst thing in the
You got
world
one
for
of
us.
the best running backs in the NFL.
Right.
Let that man
Maybe
keep
ever.
going. Hey, I'm not arguing against it.
Man, we needed that.
But,
We definitely needed that. But the final game we gave out was Green Bay -3 at Pittsburgh. I told you that was the lot in the NFL. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 35-25 on Sunday Night Football, rallying from a 16-7 halftime deficit to outscore Pittsburgh 28-9 in the second half. Jordan Love led the comeback with 360 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, while Tucker Kraft had 7 catches for 143 yards and 2 scores. That tight end's nasty. Y'all better get hit. A-Rod, playing against his former team, threw for 219 yards and 2 touchdowns. But the Steelers' offense struggled to score in the second half, thank goodness. And with that, we went 2-0 in the NFL this week. And we needed that. We were sitting at 50%, 7-7, which we are not happy with at all. We're still not super happy with the 56.2% mark being 9-7, but we'll take it for now. And we're definitely looking to improve this weekend. So just stay tuned to see what we got coming for y'all. Let me go. Big. I'm telling you, I like the NFL a lot this week, but I will admit I like the college a lot better. The 2 selections I got for that. I'm going to let y'all know that right off break. The 4-team parlay that we got beat with last week was Baltimore -6.5 at -114. LSU money line at +120, USF -5.5 at -110, and Green Bay -3 at -118. $30 would have paid $406.97, and then the 2-teamer we didn't get to hit on was Baltimore -6.5 at -114. LSU money line at +120. $70 would have paid $219. And then I thought this one was gonna definitely come through, and it definitely should have. I can't still believe that USF blew it, but it was USF -5.5 with Green Bay at -3. $120 would have brought back profit wise $303.23. So after the $220 worth of bets, we're still sitting on $41.04. We do, unfortunately, need a $59.86 loan from Ty this week. I hope you can come through with it, Ty. Past couple times we got you right, though, right?
Right.
So,
Got out the way.
it's going to happen this week, trust me, especially with this college football I'm about to give out. I got to state that again. These 2 college football games I'm about to give out are locks. Telling you right now. And if this week go bad, we'll be sitting at a negative $159.86 mark for the year, which definitely can't happen. And I don't think it will. And just remember, quick reminder, we started off with $100 this year for those who don't know. The worst thing that happened was we lost that first week. We went out 2 out of 3 with week 1. But we got the $100 loan from Ty, so the most we would have been down was negative $200 this year so far. We've been over a stack twice. We're looking to get more around that mark. this weekend, and I think I have a good feeling it's going to happen. Now, let's get right into the 4 previews, TJ. I'm excited about these 4 previews. I got to light up for the first game.
Oh, yeah.
Man, but I'm torn about it. Now, the first game we're going to go over is Vanderbilt at Texas -1.5.
If anybody knows you, they know. I think they know why you're a little torn over this.
Right.
Man, I was a
Go ahead.
big Longhorn fan for many years. I still am deep down, but after I graduated from the University of Maryland, I realized I can't claim any other schools but the University of Maryland. You understand? So I still got a little secret love for Texas, but I don't show it. I like Mount St. Mary's these days more than Texas. But let's not get too deep into that. But long story short, it's really hard for me to root against Texas these days in situations and must-wins like this. But I never bet with my heart anyways, and my brain's telling me that Vanderbilt and Diego, who I love just equally as much as I ever loved Texas, is going to come in this thing and get it done. Vanderbilt's quarterback, Diego Pavia, is a legitimate Heisman contender who leads a dynamic and efficient offense. Vanderbilt's offense is built on a strong rushing attack that controls the tempo of the game. The Commodores' defensive front is effective at getting into the backfield, which is a major concern for Texas given its offensive line struggles. At 7-1, Vanderbilt's resume includes impressive wins over ranked LSU and Missouri squads. Now, Texas, who we're quite familiar with, despite its preseason hype, has struggled to move the ball consistently and has issues with its offensive line, ranking among the worst in the nation in succession rate and stuff rate. Starting quarterback Arch Manning has reportedly suffered a concussion, and his potential absence for this game further complicates an already inconsistent offense. Texas has barely escaped with overtime victories against lower-tier SEC teams like Mississippi State and Kentucky, by the way. They should have lost last week. The Longhorns are not living up to their preseason billing at all. At all. It's one of the most embarrassing seasons for Texas, I'm really going to say. But the crazy thing is they could still turn it around. But overall, it's going to come down to 3 things and have them, my bad. It's going to come down to 3 major things. But Vanderbilt's defense should be able to hold Texas down, especially with the injury to Arch, whether he plays or not. Their offense is inconsistent, like I just mentioned, and struggles when he's fully healthy. And this Vanderbilt defense, and like I said earlier, they have a pretty good rush. And have you watched Texas lately? You know Arch has been sacked 18 times this year, which means he's 18th most sacked quarterback in the nation. The next major factor will be Diego himself. Yeah.
Hype. It's too much hype around Arch.
I know.
I think it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Way too much hype.
Pressure got to him after the first game. You can see it.
And he's not getting enough protection either. That's the main problem. 18 sacks on that man. That's crazy for Texas.
Wonder why he hurt now.
Right.
Right.
Concussion.
But the next major factor besides all that will be Diego himself. I do understand he's going up against the 10th overall defense, but number one, I just saw Mississippi State put up 38 on them. So I know they're vulnerable right now. And last year, their defense might have been better, and Diego was still able to get over 200 total yards and 3 touchdowns total, 2 passing and 1 rush. So I'm sure he will even improve those numbers because I feel if they can get over 28, maybe 30 points, they should have this one in the bag because I don't see Texas scoring 28 in this game at all. The final factor is like I mentioned earlier. Last year, Vanderbilt lost to Texas only by 3. So they have big confidence they can hang with them. Not only that, the line last year was Texas favored by 16.5. The line opened up at 19. Yeah, so seeing this game in Austin and Texas only being favored by 1.5, I'm going to have to go with Vanderbilt to win outright and, of course, cover the small plus 1.5 point spread. And I will admit, I have seen it go up to 2.5 even today, which is Wednesday. Because remember, I give my graphics out on Monday, so we'll see line movement from the lines I give out on the Paris parlays move by this Wednesday. So that was one, like I said, that went up to Texas -2.5, which doesn't worry us at all. And yes, I understand Arch being hurt is affecting the line, obviously. That's probably why it's low like that. But I'm going to still take the Commodores no matter what in this. Okay. And one thing I want to mention, we might have to give out another future right now, guys. And this one is valuable. We gave out one future so far this year, and that was USF to win the American Conference. Remember, I mentioned it last week again, plus 500. Unfortunately, I took a little bit of a blow last week, but that one still could hit. But the two I want to talk about that were officially given out today, I'm going to say it. Vanderbilt national champions at 20-1. Just 20-1. So if you put up 100, you win 2,000. I'm going to give it out right now. And not only that, Diego to win the Heisman at plus 700. So you put up 100, you get 700. 7-1 odds for Diego to win the Heisman, 20 to win Vanderbilt. You heard it here first. We're taking it.
Okay. Y'all heard it first.
Y'all heard it.
Straight from the man's mouth.
Don't be scared.
You know what I mean?
And by the end of this week, after this victory, it'll probably be down to like 15-1 to win the national championship because it's going to be a big win and more people are going to start believing. Plus, they'll have an easier path. But let's not get too crazy about that. Let's not get too crazy about that right now. But we really are. Like I said, though, it is definitely official. So let me not scare you away at the same time. Now, this second lock that we're about to give out in college football, I'm so excited about. I guarantee TJ just about we'd have this team back on. And we probably going to have them on again later on, possibly. Wow. I'm guessing maybe even in the conference championship if they don't play South Florida. But, yeah, the next game's Navy at North Texas. North Texas is -6.5. You love the mean green.
I do.
You love the mean green. Ty, you remember them boys? That quarterback is a beast. North Texas offense is extremely productive, averaging 46.1 points per game. Guess where that ranks in the FBS?
Top 5.
Number 1. Compared to Navy's 37.3 points per game, which ranks 16th. North Texas ranks 6th in passing yards per game, while Navy is more heavily relying on its number 1 ranked rushing attack, of course. If you're familiar with the Navy offense, you know they're heavy on the option.
A lot.
North Texas has a significant advantage with a +8 turnover margin, which ranks 9th in the FBS. They like getting to the ball when they're on defense. Navy's running game is one of the best in the nation, like I just mentioned. A strength that actually could challenge North Texas 120 ranked rush defense. Navy is entering a difficult stretch of its schedule, though. Let me say that, which includes a big date at Notre Dame next week. So you understand what that means? This is what you call a look ahead. Not only that, you might also think with this rush offense that Navy controls the clock a lot. Because usually, when a team has a rush game, they like to get time of possession a lot. But they really don't. Right now, Navy only has about a 2 minute to the plus side in time of possession. They get the ball for 31 minutes and 55 seconds per game. North Texas barely does get below the time of possession plus side because they only control the ball for 29 minutes and 31 seconds. But the point is that's not too far from each other. So I feel Navy won't have that much of an advantage and actually even Mike could get beat in time of possession by North Texas. So North Texas is heavily favored over Navy primarily due to its dominant offense, which is ranked first in the country, like I mentioned, compared to the Navy 16th, which has a Navy top ranked. Oh, I'm sorry. I repeated that. I'm so sorry. But what I do want to mention about that, though, is Navy's, hold on. They're usually Blake Horvath can throw the ball. That's the Navy's quarterback.
Okay.
So I do want to mention him and give him a shout out because usually Navy's quarterbacks can never throw the ball. And I don't want to make anybody watching this seem that Navy can't throw the ball at all, because they might turn on it and see Blake Horvath have a crazy game. Because I've seen him throw for over 300 yards this season even. So it's not your normal Navy quarterback. And I do want to give him a shout out because he's one of the best I've ever seen. But with all that said, the three main factors that I like, my boy Mestonmaker, who's actually leading the number 1 ranked offense, is in second in total passing yards in the whole nation, and he just threw for over 600 total yards in his last game. He's absolutely going to go off against this Navy secondary, who ranks 12th in passing defense. So in the American Conference. So
got you. Yeah.
They have a really weak secondary, and I feel Mestonmaker is built to destroy a secondary like this. Now, I feel, do you remember that when we gave out North Texas versus Army?
Yeah, it was the second or third week?
Just about that. And the thing that why I'm mentioning Army is because Army and Navy pretty much have that same type of offense. They run that option style. So if you remember, that game went pretty well when we had North Texas versus Army. Army did almost pull a miracle comeback, but what I was able to see by that was North Texas was about to force turnovers by that style offense. They were getting interceptions and making fumbles happen in that game. So I feel like if they were able to do that versus Army, even though I feel Navy's a little better, that they're still going to be able to cause a disturbance for sure. And they're known for that on top of that, being plus 9 in turnover differential period. So I definitely like that factor. And like I was just mentioning earlier, Horvath can throw, unlike Navy QBs in the past, but I wouldn't expect him to do it here because North Texas ranks number 1 in pass defense in the American Conference. So I don't see Horvath doing it here. The final thing that I want to mention, they literally, like I said earlier, was that they play Notre Dame next week, and I can't express how big of a game that is next week for Navy. If they lose this week and then win that next week, it's like they never lost that. So, he didn't, man. He got to get some of this Great Noir. What's it called, Ty?
Great Noir. Noir.
Frappe got a little frappe.
Here you go.
Oh, to me, chocolate chips in the frappe.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, unfortunately, Horvath and Navy, who I like a lot this year, and I do want to give them a shout out again, we just won't have enough to keep up with the firepower down in Denton, Texas this year. And once they get down, it'll be impossible for them to catch up or even stick around. Give me North Texas 42, Navy 24, in the so-called surprise blowout that we see coming from 1,000 miles away on the Best Picks in DMV podcast. And like I said, I did mention that this was a big line. North Texas is favored by a lot, and it is only 6.5. So somebody might say, "Well, why is that a lot?" Well, North Texas is 6-1 or 7-1, I believe, and then Navy's undefeated right now. So you got an undefeated Navy team being 6.5 point underdog. So I call that a pretty big line. So I just wanted to throw that out there if anybody was confused why I said that.
Makes sense.
Now, let's get to the NFL where we were hot last week. This is the third of the 4 money plays for the weekend. Feeling good about this one. Broncos at Texans. Texans minus 1.5 is the line. This game's played Sunday at 1 o'clock. Let me mention, I don't think I said the times of the 2 college games. Both of those are at noon on Saturday. I might have said it, but I can't remember. But if I didn't, they're both at noon, so you're going to get some early money on Saturday.
The weed,
yes,
man.
Sir. So the Texans have won 3 of their last 4 games, including dominant victories over the Titans, Ravens, and 49ers. Houston's defense is a significant factor, ranking well in passing and rushing defense. It has been particularly effective at stopping opponents, including a strong showing against the 49ers' vaunted offense. Quarterback C.J. Stroud has been playing exceptionally well, putting up strong numbers in recent games. The Texans' defense is seen as a major test for Denver's offense, which has been scoring a lot of points, but against weaker defenses. Some betting trends and analytical models also predict a slight edge for the Texans in this game. Denver averages 28.3 points per game and has outscored opponents by 62 points during its 5-game win streak. It's pretty wild. My boy Bo Nix, shout out since his Auburn days, has thrown for 1,803 yards with 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, completing 62.8% of his passes. My man J.K. Dobbins, who is a fuck eye, because you know I don't like them Buckeyes at all. We call them fuck eyes around here. Leads the rushing attack with 634 yards and 4 touchdowns with a whopping 5.3 yards per carry. Cortland Sutton is the top aerial target with 536 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. The defense continues to set this tone. Linebacker Alex Singleton leads the team with 70 tackles, and Nick Bonito has 8 sacks. Denver is allowing just 20.6 points per game and has limited opponents to 1 rushing touchdown in the last 4 contests. The Broncos have averaged 33 points per game in the last 3 and rank in the top 10 in both red zone scoring and third down conversion rates. Man, these Broncos have been doing things. I'm not going to lie. You might be scared here, but there are a few reasons why I feel so comfortable to take Houston in this spot. The first has to do with the recent 5-game win streak by these big bad Broncos. The only good team they beat, in my opinion, in these past 5 games was Philly, who's actually ranks 20th in total defense right now. 3 of the other 5 wins came against the Bengals, who are 32nd in total defense, the Jets, who are the best out of the bunch with 18th in defense, and then the New York Football Giants, who rank 29th in total defense. Arguably could be the 3 of the worst teams so far this season, especially on defense. Then the final team who they just beat up on was Dallas. Guess where they rank in total defense right now?
They miss Michael.
They miss a lot. You said what, TJ? 19? They wish they was sitting at 9. That'd be looking good right now. They sit in 31st.
Jeez.
Yeah, the big bad cowgirls. But now, not to take away from the 5-game win streak, you know what I mean? Because you can't take away from a 5-game win streak. That's nasty in the NFL, especially when you're dominating like that. But we clearly see these have been all against defenses that rank in the lower half of the league currently. Yeah. Also want to mention they only could put up 13 points against the best defense they faced out of those 5 teams, which was the Jets. And they only had 3 points through 3 quarters against the second best ranked defense they faced out of the 5, which was Philly, before that crazy epic 18-point fourth quarter, which got me and Ty paid that day. But of course, we remember, I'm sorry. I was thinking about that great comeback Denver had that day. But with all that said, so I feel when they play this number 1 ranked defense in total yards per game that Houston has, Denver will be in complete shock. They haven't faced something like this in a while. So, and if they look like that versus the Jets offensively, then man,
struggle against Houston.
I don't know what they're gonna do versus Houston.
D'Amico got defense looking nasty.
Man, that Houston defense is crazy good right now. Now, the next reason I feel comfortable is that C.J. Stroud is coming off his best game in a year and a half, basically since he was a rookie. He went 30 for 39, 318 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. See, it was kind of revenge for us when they put Jalen Hurts. Remember how Jalen Hurts torched us 2 weeks ago with his best game in 3 years? I couldn't believe it. But C.J. Stroud got it back for us for these year and a half game. I loved it.
Hey, both of those is my fantasy quarterbacks. So
shit,
hey.
you can't get mad at that. So overall, feel that was huge for his confidence going into this game. And he needed this game bad to get back on track and to look like the form he was as a rookie again.
Facts.
And even though Denver does have a great defense in pass defense, the past 2 out of 3 games in the secondary have been a little vulnerable, giving up 280 yards through there to Jalen Hurts and Jackson Dart going for 283 yards. That's crazy. But
Not Dart.
yeah, now we going to get to Dart. Now we like Dart. Remember
Like
that?
Dart?
Yeah, I don't want to jump ahead, but we like Dart right now. That's our man. We love Dart.
This week.
Yeah. That's all, man. We go week to week basis who we love and don't love. The only team we always love.
Wait. Panthers.
Nah, we don't talk about them on this one. Not right now. But we are on the bandwagon. And they are having one of the best years and most surprising years. But we only love the Commanders on here. TJ tries to go to the Ravens, Ty, but we're not allowing that either. We only Commanders around here on the best picks in DMV. So
Yes.
I feel
I'ma keep
CJ.
pounding.
The only.
Yeah. But I do feel CJ can definitely get over 250 yards this game, which should allow Chubbs and Marks to have success on the ground, even though Denver does have a nasty rush defense. Bottom line is, I see Houston getting over 20 points here, and I think Denver will get lucky to get 20 points in this game against this Texans defense. So give me the Texans here, 24-17.
Okay.
We're going to get to the final game right here. Now, this one, I'm a little spooked about. I'm going to tell y'all that right now.
It's spooky season.
I'm definitely a little. And I was just telling y'all to stop talking about that man like that because we love that man right now. But San Francisco, this game too, Sunday, 1 o'clock. So we got the early games. We're going to be able to get your money early, enjoy the 4 o'clock games, maybe put another play in if you want. Maybe contact me for another play because remember, everything's free. So don't be scared to do that. Contact me any DM and don't be afraid to email me if you still want to use email sources. But at the end of the day, starting quarterback Brock Purdy is uncertain to return from a toe injury so far from what I heard. I even looked it up today, which is Wednesday, and I still don't see him 100% not going to play or going to play. So we all know who his backup is.
You know why that is, though, right?
What?
Because of the investigations with the FBI and all that other stuff.
What you think? He
What
was
investigation?
betting?
No. Just
Oh.
like the whole Chauncey Billups thing. Because you know that was one of the things that they was reporting on with not Chauncey Billups, but I also don't want to get off subject. But long story short, one of the Bamas was like, basically saying, "Oh yeah, place bets on my unders for minutes played, this, that, and the third." He got the 10 minutes and then took himself out the game type deal.
Who? Brock Purdy?
No. It was the NBA, but the NFL is kind of
Oh, you talking about with injury reports? Why we don't know?
yeah.
Yeah, and it was weird last week. It was
much
weird last week with
because of all that
Lamar.
stuff.
That's weird because
That's
it is
another
funny
one,
you
too.
mentioned
That's
that
another one too.
because last week there was a lot of controversy that Lamar ruled out for Saturday. A lot of people say that's cheating because they didn't report. They reported him as a full participant in practice on Saturday, but really he was limited. So a lot of say they could get in trouble for it. TJ saying that it might have been a fix and Lamar was supposed to play and get paid millions to get in and come right out. I don't know what's going on. But right now, what I do know going on, Brock Purdy's uncertain to play a little bit with the toe injury, and your boy Mac Jones is his backup.
Mac and cheese, baby.
Mac and cheese.
Now, I will admit,
Swiss.
Right. Their passing game has been good with either one as far as their yardage, but it still seems they struggle to convert yardage into points. That's their biggest problem. They don't score. Even if you look at those yards, I think they might even rank second in passing yards, if I'm not mistaken. Something crazy like that. But anyways, the 49ers defense is typically a strength, but has been significantly impacted by injuries to key players, star defensive end Nick Bosa and linebacker Fred Warner, who are currently out for the season, of course. San Francisco offensive line also showed red flags in their Week 8 loss to the Texans. a trend that could be exploited by the Giants. Despite their 5-3 record as well, the 49ers have alternated wins and losses in their last 6 games, showing they are very vulnerable. The Giants' defense has been efficient at limiting points despite allowing yards. They rank well in yards allowed per points and have a strong defensive front that generates pressure, which is important for what I just mentioned about the San Francisco beat-up O-line. The Giants, despite their 2-6 record, have a history of covering the spread as home underdogs, by the way. The Giants have shown they can play well at home this year, even with a recent win at home against Philly 34-7, which is not the recent win because they just lost to the Eagles, but recently they beat the Eagles at home 34-17. The Giants have also been hit hard by injuries. There's no doubt about it. Most notably last week with Cam Scatterbill. Or Scatterbill.
That one looked bad.
That was mean.
Yeah,
That
man.
shit
And Malik Neighbors too hurt, man.
Oh, yeah.
They got some stars hurt right now.
But no,
over
just
there.
in general, the Scatterboot injury, like
Oh yeah.
look of
Oh,
it, oof.
that boy's nuts.
I don't
He
want
might-
to see that.
He might be
play
back
no
next
more.
week with that.
Hey yo,
He's crazy in his
Hey,
head.
yo, there's no
He's not right.
With a name like
Hey.
Scatterboo.
Right. He was tripping me
Your
out.
man's leg went
last
the complete
year.
wrong way.
But he is a beast. I want to shout
he
him
is,
out
he
though.
is.
I do want even his Arizona State days, and he came from a Division I AA school before that. I can't remember which one. I didn't see him there, but it's always impressive when a player comes from that and comes this far. And he's, like I said, not right in his head. He's a nutcase, but he's cool though. He's a cool nutcase. While rookie quarterback Jackson Dart has shown flashes of potential, he still remains inconsistent at times, which does worry me a little bit here. The line suggests that despite these significant injuries, the Giants' overall deficient, that's that great Norier. But the Giants'
Noir.
overall defensive efficiency and home field advantage still make them a legitimate threat here, I feel, against this hobbled 49ers team.
That's
Now,
what you get when
I
it's
feel
live.
the close line also reflects the betting market's uncertainty surrounding the 49ers' ability to perform at a high level, given their injuries and recent play, of course. So that's probably why the line's a little low. But the Giants are beat up too, like I said. So it's still a little weird having the line that low, in my opinion. Me personally, I'd expect 49ers to be favored like 4.5. Hold up. TJ's down over here. But
I just want to burp in the mic.
Nah,
That's
you
all
good.
it was. That's all it was.
This-
good.
When you're
But
live. This
but-
happens when you're live.
You seen
know,
it, though?
The fun part.
Yeah, it's like nah, but I'd expect them to be here still like 4.5, 5.5, especially with Cam hurt and all that. But overall, the Giants' defensive line can put pressure on the 49ers quarterback, disrupting their offense and getting the ball back to their own offense, not by only stopping them, but as well as forcing turnovers. San Francisco is tied second with 12 giveaways this year while throwing 10 interceptions. So I'd expect the Giants to get at least 2 turnovers this game with at least 1 interception. And also, the 49ers have been inconsistent with a revolving door at quarterback and a sluggish offense that struggles to score points, like I mentioned earlier. They only scored above 20 points this year twice. Once was in overtime, and then the other one was versus New Orleans. But the one that came in overtime was versus the Rams in overtime victory, which is impressive. But overall, they've only scored 20 points twice this year and sitting at 5-3 somehow. So I expect, or they 5-2 even. I'm sorry, I forgot where I saw that. But either way, it's nuts that they have that they're playing as good as they are with that type of stuff going on. Even though they are historically good with the defense, but like I said, the defense is beat up, so I think it's crazy. Now, the Giants have scored 20 or above the past 4 or 5 games. So I expect not much to be different here. And like I said, I expect San Francisco to continue to turn it over, and the Giants also have been good with time of possession this year, ranking as a positive number. So they should take advantage of the turnovers that they're able to get in this game. And overall, I see the Giants also winning 24-17.
Okay.
So those are the 4 money plays for the weekend. I feel 2 are absolute locks, and those are both in college football. I'm a little scared of the NFL plays, but I definitely take that Houston game for sure. The Giants, I'm a little spooked about, but at the same time, I'm really not. I think it's going to be a 4-0 weekend for sure. So
I like that.
we're finally here, fellas, to TJ's favorite segment.
Yes, sir.
Wait,
not that.
What was it?
Well, the past 3 weekends, it kind of deserved that noise.
But what's
We
it?
can roll that.
Nope.
Nah, that's another past 3 weekends noise.
Right.
There we go, though.
There we go.
Because this is a 4-0 week coming up.
Let's do it.
This is a 4-0 week coming up. Let me
Say it
repeat
again.
that. That's going to be the new saying on this show. Every time we start this show, it's because we give out 4 selections every week. Another 4-0 weekend coming up with that in the background. So after the $220 worth of bets, we're still sitting on, that we lost last week, we're still sitting on $41.04, like I mentioned, from the original 100 that we started with 10 weeks ago. So we do need, unfortunately, like I mentioned, a $59.96 loan. Because I said 86 earlier. But yeah, basically a $60 loan. But we want to get exact so they know where the numbers are coming from. Because this does add up to $100 worth of plays evenly. And like I said in the review section, if all goes bad this week, then unfortunately we'll be sitting at a negative $159.96 mark. You know what I mean? After a few times sitting over a stack, which isn't awful, but man, we can't be having this happen. We got to definitely hit right here. So let me go ahead and give these 3 parlays out that I know is going to hit. The first one's going to be a 4-teamer. It's going to be Vanderbilt money line at -104. The second team in that's going to be North Texas at -6.5 at -110. The third team of the 4 is going to be Houston Texans at -1.5 at -108. And then we're going to cap it off with that boy Jackson Dart. That's who's going to have the picture next week, I'm telling you right now. But the New York Giants money line at +128. So $20 will profit you $308.87.
Okay.
Now,
that's good.
The first 2-teamer we're going to give out this week is going to be the Texans at -1.5 at -108 and the New York Giants money line at +128. We're going to put up $30 there. It profits $101.73. That's the only parlay that hits, Ty. We're going to give you about $30 back out of this 59. We're going to have to still hold up about 19 of them things. Now, the lock of all locks.
Lock it in.
Let me, hit that noise again. This is the noise. This is the epic noise, man. I like that. So yeah, all that. All 3 of those. Hit them back to back again. All 3 of those. Lock of the season. Trying to tell y'all. Once again, lock of the season. Not even joking. Let me tell them. Vanderbilt money line at -104. And then North Texas at -6.5 at -110. $50 profits you $137.24. This was a week I wish we were sitting over the stack. We would throw $500 out of that stack on this 2-teamer. That's how confident I feel, if not 700 of it. But we want to be safe all the time, so it would probably only be 500. But at the same time, it should be the whole stack because this is the lock of all locks of the year. I'm telling you that one more time. So I'm feeling really good about those 2 college football plays. I'm telling you right now, you got to get down with it. And I'm going to be talking shit next week when it hits because I'm telling you, and I have to for this one because I'm going to be talking about it all weekend on Instagram. When Ty gives this out tomorrow, we're going to come on there and we're going to talk about it's the best college football picks of the season right here. You got to get down with these, trust me.
Let's do it.
So that's all we have for you on this last October night for the Best Picks in DMV podcast. Yep. We got a 4 strong weeks of November coming up.
Yes, sir.
Probably going to end definitely going to end the college football regular season next month. So we're getting to the end of the season. Yes, sir. Yeah. And like I said, this officially makes us halfway through the NFL season. So we're definitely getting there, guys.
Let's get dirty.
And the
Still got
good
NBA
news is,
season. NBA.
yes, sir. Remember,
no.
NBA playoff specials coming. OKC's coming.
Uh-oh.
Get it while it's hot before it gets to like minus 200. It might still be at plus 200. I know it takes a while to get the bread, but you can put another team on it, parlay it with something, but that's guaranteed money. It's going to be back-to-back NBA championships. But before we get into a little small NBA talk real quick to cap it all off with, because for the next few weeks, we will be capping off with a little bit of the NBA, because we're going to have to get to the when Ty officially has his NBA selection. Don't rush it, Ty. Take your time. Don't rush nothing. You know what I mean? TJ got a crazy San Antonio Spurs back going right now. We don't want to jump into that, but they have been looking all right. You know what I mean?
Wemby look
Right.
good.
They look good.
Right. But
That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that.
let me mention before we get into the NBA a little bit, the overall podcast through 10 weeks round, halfway through the NFL season, like I mentioned earlier, is 21-14, which is a 60% mark. The goal is always to go above 56.5%. So the show's doing exactly what it was expected to do, if not a little better even. So we got to keep rolling. Now, what can improve is the Paris Parlay money section for sure in the next couple weeks. But as you saw, there's been plenty of weeks to get plenty money from it. So can't get mad at that either. But that's it for the NCAA football / NFL season. NFL week. We're definitely coming back at y'all next week as usual. But
Don't forget tomorrow.
what happened last night, guys? Ty
Was
said that we won.
I thought we won.
Ty thought we
No,
won.
We didn't.
That's the NBA
fell
future
asleep.
bet of the year right now. They're sitting at 1-3, man.
It's crazy.
We got to get them to 22 wins at least.
Right.
Really
You
like
think
40, but
We
you know,
no, we're not gonna get all crazy. We can. I ain't gonna give out a playoff prop yet, especially after last night's performance. Even though it was still
It wasn't a bad
impressive.
performance.
They're still young.
They
They're
was
still young.
balling, and it's just
Exactly. It was they need to
learn how to close
from it.
teams out.
Right.
Tomorrow they going up against them real boys though.
Who they play tomorrow?
Shit, they taking a trip.
They going to OKC?
Yes, sir.
Oh damn, yeah, that's rough.
It'll be a good learning
gonna be-
experience for
I was
them
about to
boys
say,
out there
what they
too.
need to do is
Oh,
just learn.
wait. I'm watching Norfolk State game. After we
Yeah, because don't remember the damn, my bad. I was gonna say the Belmont. That's what's so crazy, but we're well past the Belmont. We're
Yeah.
well past the Kentucky Derby. But we're definitely going to get into the Breeders' Cup preview tomorrow. So make sure you know that's in the works, and it will be coming out Friday. But
live tomorrow.
exactly. Be live on VMN tomorrow. Definitely check it out tomorrow via Virgil Media Network. Definitely check it out if you haven't checked it out yet.
Big facts.
Real easy to check out as well. All you got to do as well is to go to VMN on TikTok as well. That's also Ty's another social media account where VMN's heavy on. Trying to get the followers up there, so you can definitely check it out if you can and follow. That's the
Come join the
purpose.
panel.
Exactly.
Join the panels sometime.
I'll be having panels on there. I'm coming on the panels too sometimes. We gotta get TJ on there at some point.
Right.
We'll see how that goes on the Saturday or Sunday morning when we're giving out picks.
Get in these TikTok streets. I'm outside.
Once again, it's the Best Picks in DMV podcast. There's also a Best Picks in DMV TikTok as well. So definitely follow me at TikTok. We haven't been big on that until this year a little bit, but we're definitely getting big on there this year, and we're going to continue to grow. So once again, Best Picks in DMV on TikTok, VMN on TikTok. And like I said, unfortunately, TJ doesn't have a TikTok yet.
I have one. I just don't go on it a lot.
True.
I'm not
Hey.
a true TikToker.
Right. He got
Catch
his
me on,
he got his personal TikTok. He don't got his official TikTok.
Catch me on the block. 8th and TikTok Boulevard.
Ty's gonna get him hip
There you
on
go.
there for sure.
Now I'm getting scared.
But definitely also follow me on my Instagram. I told y'all multiple times that's so important. Best Picks in DMV podcast. I mean, Best in Picks in DMV on Instagram, where the official plays go in the official podcast plays end up. So far, 100% of the times. So just keep that in mind as well. TJ, is there anything else you would like to say about the NBA? Because we got to keep them informed. So when this NBA preview comes up, they know what's good.
Let me see. Is there anything else?
It's only been a week. You still need to see more
early.
time.
It's
Very
still early. I mean, I
You're getting ready for the tournament, the in-season tournament.
Oh yeah.
Already.
That's where the Wizards need to do good, or they need to show themselves up at that tournament.
Right now, I'm just watching all of the young ballers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The young
On the Wizards, or just
really
period?
kind of all of the teams. You feel me? Mainly on the Wizards, yes, but I don't know. That's where my focus has kind of been with watching basketball right now. It's just watching the newcomers on the block.
So you ain't got no new predictions?
I'm kind of still rocking with the San Antonio jump, no lie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Nah, you gonna have to ride with that the rest of the year. You already said it, you guys. I mean, unless they're completely out of the picture. Besides your official NBA preview on the Best Picks in DMV podcast, then we're gonna get another official future bet from you and Ty,
my early season
and we'll
prediction
still see if
San
they're the
Antonio
same.
Looks really good. They're balling. Wemby looks like somebody that's.
Ready
You're gonna have to
to
figure
take
something
over
out with
the
that
league.
guy.
Right, defensively, man.
Like, I mean, shit, it was Giannis.
And
a couple
offensively,
years ago, but Wemby is looking like him.
He was working with what turn off season?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
got
what the
some
hell
moves.
Hakeem was teaching that boy, but
dream.
to play long,
it is
Hakeem
working.
taught him the dream.
right there.
He did something, cause yeah. But it's honestly, it's not even just him. His teammates is like stepping up too. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, San Antonio looks nice. From what I was seeing from them in preseason, also is what made me lead to what I said at the beginning of the NBA season. So, yeah, they look good.
I think their future.
And I don't like saying that because I hate San Antonio as a team. But
Yeah, I know what you mean. I never
So,
could really rock with them boys.
yeah.
I never really hated them, but they
was
were just
boring.
growing up as a Kobe
exactly.
fan,
That was their biggest
you know what I'm
problem.
it wasn't even that they was boring.
They
It's just,
played fundamental.
I didn't really
they
like
was the
watching
ones
Tim
that
Duncan
took
play,
away
even
a
though he was
couple
the
of
greatest ever at
championships
his
from Kobe,
position.
So that's what I didn't
You
like.
said what?
I feel like they took away a couple championships from Kobe. That's why I didn't like.
Kobe he did his thing, yo.
He could have had like 2-3 more though.
I mean, hey, AI could have got one, but he didn't.
But he had to go up against Kobe though, so he wasn't getting that. I'm sorry.
But Kobe
AI.
stole the one AI could have got.
Nah.
Actually, Shaq stole that one. 'Cause Shaq.
I mean, hey, sorry. Should have had a big man.
Hey, shout out to AI joining on Prime. That's my joint.
Oh, I ain't see that yet. I gotta check
Yo,
that out
I
myself.
told Deuce to watch it.
Damn, I see the Wizards' total wins now. Got worse. It's only at 19 and a half now on here.
I mean,
It's freaking me out, man.
I'm still gonna ride with him. It's my team.
I know. I can't rock with them just for that reason. No, I'm putting up bread, man. They're the lowest on the board right now out of all the futures.
good.
Regular. I mean, I don't know. Maybe another team has less season wins, but they were only making like 10 to 12 teams available right there. So out of all those teams, but I do want to mention real quick. I think I got to run back last weekend's episode again and see what San Antonio was that weekend to win the NBA championship. I mean last week,
Okay.
but this week on ESPN bet, I see they're at 25-1. And on the other FanDuel, which I think we looked at last week, which I think they were at 50-1, right? Did that sound right? What I said about
yeah,
TJ?
that does sound about right. I do remember hearing something.
It was like
that.
50-1, right? Yeah, it's already down to 35-1 on there. So TJ might have something cooking up here, boy. Something special, because that'd be a nice 51. But like I said, I got to run back last
run
weekend's
it back.
episode
We'll
and make
double-check.
sure,
We'll double-check.
yeah, and see what that was, because I do want to stick to that all year, like I said. Because I don't think it was, even though I'm making fun of TJ a little bit, it might have been a really good pick. And I don't really blame him. I kind of see why he would say that. So,
I mean, just watch.
but
Watch one game and you'll see.
the only problem is, though, unfortunately, them OKC Thunder, who are still sitting at, let me see what they're sitting
you
at
said
for
you had
y'all,
to pick somebody that wasn't them.
plus
You picked
200.
them actually, so I had to pick somebody different.
I know what I'm not mad at your pick. I like that. We need a long shot. I can't wait to see what Ty's is. What was your prediction again when you would have that pick by again, Ty?
Whoa.
For the future NBA championship winner, you need to watch until like December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Gotta
gonna
watch
get.
it. Yeah.
We're going to try to get to it before the end of the college football conference championship.
Because at the end of the season, I will always say the Wizards.
I'm not even looking up to see what their line is right now.
I ain't gonna lie. It's
I'm
like
embarrassed.
big
I'm
bread.
mad.
It's gonna be hella bread because Vegas don't even see that happening.
Right.
They like, you want them, man?
Right now, if you put up
1,000 to 1.
$100, you would win 100,000.
Hey.
You'd be set.
Man,
You'd
they
be
not
set.
worried about paying that bread at all. They said we'll throw in a bonus.
I think they have the worst odds in the whole league. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Them and the Utah Jazz and the Brooklyn Nets.
That's what's up. See,
I'm just hoping to get to that 22 win mark for the regular season, like I almost guaranteed they would. I'm fucking nervous now.
it's so early on in the season.
I know, you
It can
can't take too
happen.
much
it
out
can
of it, yeah.
absolutely happen.
Every win matters though, and they already blew a 19 or 16 point lead last
It was
night.
definitely
and
a
that
16 point
Todd
lead.
thought they won.
And it was nuts.
That just proves how bad it was of a loss. God damn it.
But yeah.
But yeah,
All good. We'll get into that soon enough.
Exactly. We'll give you a little update next week so far, see how our future predictions are going for the NBA. Because like I said, I like to keep that updated. We'll give a few college basketball predictions later on. Because college basketball does start next week, but it's a little too early to start
Yeah, you can't do
predicting
that
that,
just yet.
for me at least. Especially for this year coming up. So we're going to need at least till December to make some future predictions for that.
Bless you, Ty.
You good? So Todd, is there anything else you need to say?
Oh, nah, I'm good.
You're good? No last
Started
words?
sneezing. Tune in.
Hey, Todd's dying over here.
Boy, got allergies.
I don't know what happened.
Well, I guess with that being said, his name is Gabe. Make sure y'all follow him. Best Picks in DMV on Instagram. Best Picks in DMV podcast on YouTube, Yahoo, TikTok, all of them. Social medias. Get at
Yes,
it.
sir.
His name is Tyrone. Virgil Media Network, Virgil Photography, all of that. Get at him. You
And
know?
one more thing. Remember, we got the big horse preview coming up this weekend for the Breeders' Cup. So make
Breeders'
sure you
Cup
tune in
coming up
for
tomorrow. Believe that.
Yes,
Tune in tomorrow
sir.
live.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure
Let's
y'all tune in
get
for
it.
that Breeders' Cup.
The big money weekend. We giving
More
out
money,
horse
more
money.
money, more money.
You should be sitting on thousands at the end of the week.
Absolutely. And my name is TJ. This has been another episode of the Best Picks in DMV podcast. And we out, y'all. Peace.